happy to be joined this morning, first up, by the Managing Director of Unicoma Courts Barbados, Dr. Trisha Tannis. Dr. Tannis, good morning.
Thank you. Good morning, Pearson.
Welcome. Oh, you should welcome me.
Welcome to Courts at W Plaza.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. And with her is Courts Peter Ellis. I know Peter for so long. Peter, what do you now? You're the Director of Sales?
Correct, Director of Sales.
Good to see you again, my brother.
Good to see you as well, Pearson.
All right. Dr. Tannis, I'll start with you.
Sure.
I have two questions to start with. Why now and why here?
Yes. Why now? Well, Courts is actually is on the cusp of celebrating its 60th anniversary. 60 years of being part of the community at Courts. We actually were a little bit pre-independence. That's essentially how long we've been growing with the country. And this store really represents a coming of age. It's a location that we've been long trying to get into. It's an emerging commercial district. And as you know, Courts essentially has been strategically placing itself in high traffic emerging commercial districts. And therefore, when we were approached by the developer, we thought, well, now's the time. You know, it's on the, as I said, it's on the cusp of our 60th anniversary. And it just felt right that now was the time to showcase who we really are in a context that I think is really befitting of the brand. Yeah.
It's a brand that every Barbadian household knows. It's a brand that my household knows for sure. And Courts is everywhere. Yeah. And that's one of the beauties of what it is. And so the decision to open a mega superstore as you have today, why the mega, the size that you've done it?
So what we've noticed over the decades is that some of our smaller stores or normal stores, you know, we're a bit limited in terms of the range that we could present to the clientele. And they've had to suffer with a lot of inconvenience of having to, you know, not having full access to all that we had to offer. And therefore, they may have found themselves in a position where they had to visit multiple locations, you know, just to complete, you know, simple things. And therefore, strategically, we thought it is time for us to essentially narrow, the footprint. Well, actually, not narrow the footprint. The footprint is actually increased square footage-wise. But to narrow the number of locations, but to actually bring bigger locations, more all-inclusive locations where under one roof technically our customers can finally access everything that we have to offer.
And you're quite right, because as I arrived here this morning, bright and early by the way, you know, I took a walk through, and in walking through I saw everything that we need just in one space, as you've said, but the layout allows for me to be able to see where I can place everything that I actually need in my home.
Yes, yeah, and that was designed specifically. We have some very talented team members, both here in Barbados and overseas, and they essentially collaborated at a very high level to deliver what you're seeing today.
So the display in itself titillates the mind and the options available, but I love the levels. You have the escalator in the middle that takes me to the other floor now, where everything is beautifully laid out. And so they talked to me a little bit about the combination of now, and this is so overseas-ish, to say the whole just say, where you've been incorporated now refreshment into what you do.
Yes. So we are very excited about our partnership with Starbucks, the whole cafe infusion as part of your experience. Retail has now become more of an overall sensory experience, and that's what we were hoping that persons will experience when they walk through the doors. So the sights, the sounds, the smells, you know, has all been done and infused very, very strategically for you to really want to stay, enjoy, you know, and we're very excited to welcome them essentially to our space, our cafe space. And we've actually incorporated persons who want to come in and who want to stay to come upstairs, sip your coffee. Again, we're calling it interactive retail. Normally, you're not allowed to sit and eat in a store. We are basically bending the rules, you know, see how that goes. Yes, sit and eat in a store, bring your coffee upstairs, enjoy our free Wi-Fi, enjoy our mega screen, which is another feature as well, and just, you know, stay as long as you need to and enjoy the experience.
I also thought of bringing the children. And that's the thing about Courts, because Courts is generational. It is. You know, there are families who've started, and then it's passed on to the child and on and on and on down the chain.
Yes.
And immediately I can see my godchildren having a good time in this location at W Plaza.
We want them to do that. We have our game zone, which we hope they're very fascinated by. We have our mega LED screen, which we are really excited to see what we can do multimedia-wise. And it's really a statement piece. It really gives us a lot of potential as well in terms of hosting events. Our Home and Nature loft, we have a new exclusive line of furniture, hardwood Indonesian furniture, and we positioned it on a loft by itself Oh, that has been very, very popular, I must tell you, since
Yes.
Friday evening. And that loft also can double as an event space. We're thinking of adopting a nearby primary school, doing interesting things like treating them to movie night, in a space where they can just be absorbed in a multimedia environment. Yeah.
This is exciting, and so this excitement I hope you're catching. It's palpable indeed, and you can come on down to the new Courts location in the W Plaza here in Welches. Now, Peter, you're director of sales.
Correct.
But and while you're director of sales, you have to work along with the merchandisers to make sure we have the right combination of everything.
Absolutely, and it has been fun. You used the word earlier, magic. Yes. So really and truly, Courts has a legacy of creating magic for Barbadians, bringing more comfort to their homes, making it accessible through our, ready finance credit packages and so on. But the truth is, it's really about magic, and we invite all Barbadians to come down, enjoy the magic of this new store, the spacious environment. You kind of hinted the international flair and flavor, so we have that going on here as well. So it's fun for me as sales director.
I can imagine it must be for you coming to work every day.
Absolutely.
But you talked about financing, and I know you brought into the space as well the usual products that Courts offers. Courts makes it very easy to access and have and own these properties as well. And there's a ready finance outfit right here in the same location.
Absolutely. Well, we have, a ready finance outfit for HP credit, and that makes all of our products accessible to all Barbadians. But also we have our ready cash store-in-store concept here. So for persons who are interested in having a loan, you can also come to this location and engage our ready finance team and also have a loan here.
And that's what I love about Courts. I have the card. I've done the cash.
You have the store card.
I have the store card.
Absolutely.
So all of these products we can get from Courts. It makes buying so much easier for everyone. It takes the hassle out of it. It takes that pain out of trying to figure out how I'm going to afford this.
I need to bring you onto the team, Pearson.
As I said to another guest,
you have all my speaking
points. You might not be able to afford me, Peter, but nonetheless, I accept. And and that's the whole thing. While you do higher purchase, you offer all of the options for me to be able to acquire my lifestyle here at Courts.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would talk a little bit about the range as well, because we have expanded the range. Dr. Tannis mentioned the Home and Nature brand, which is specially imported teak hardwood. Great features, great for accessorizing, can be combined with any of the lifestyles that you see. We're sitting in a lifestyle this morning. But the Home and Nature brand is beautiful because it's very flexible. It can stand alone. It can be incorporated in any lifestyle. It comes with a wide, in fact, we have an enhanced range of accessories. In fact, the widest range of accessories, I would think, anywhere in Barbados. Of course, you have the normal staples, right? So at Courts, you get the best range of appliances, both large and small, anywhere in Barbados. We still have that, and at the best prices. The world's best brands at the best prices. Pearson, I'm a seller, so you would hear that coming through.
You mean it when you say it. The world's best brands at the best prices.
And a lot of our customers they have given us this feedback as well. That is what they are happy about Courts. So yes, we're in a new location. Yes, it's more spacious. Yes, it's magic, but you can expect the same quality, the same level of service, and the same access, right? Some of the best prices anywhere in Barbados. In fact, we have a price guarantee. You find any of the products in our store, anywhere in Barbados, we will match that price.
That's a guarantee. That's a true guarantee. And we're watching on our screen, some pictures taken from the launch this weekend when you opened the stores for the very first time. People interacting with what's in store, and you need to come on down from today, ladies and gentlemen, to also interact, purchase, and you will have that same experience that everyone has had. We saw the report saying, wow, I love it. You will love it too when you come to the new Courts Superstore here at W Plaza in Welches, St. Thomas. Dr. Tannis, in the business that you're in, you're always challenged by a whole host of things. People being able to afford what you have, but you still want to offer them value for money.
Yes.
And challenged by competitors as well. How is Unicoma Courts operating in this space?
No, well, we continue to be our market dominant by a fair distance, and it is our intention to continue to do so. But you hit a note that I want to expand on when you spoke about Courts being generational, and I think that's been the key to our success and being able to capture the imagination of multiple generations. We still do encounter persons who say, look, because of Courts, I was able to afford my first X, Y, or Z, and that comes personal dignity in their community, and standing. And that's something that we don't take lightly, Pearson. Giving someone, dignity and being able to lift their heads and to be able to access something that was previously inaccessible to them is really and truly what the business model of Courts is. And to do it in a way, hopefully, that continues to capture the imagination. Of course, over the years, our demographic is shifting. We have to capture a younger, more agile generation and how we do things. And maybe Peter will go into a little bit of some of the enhancements that we've had here, even for our own ease of doing business with our customers. We are actually a bit more mobile in this location, and we're experimenting and piloting with a few more things that make it a bit more technologically efficient to do business with Courts. And that is what the younger generation is looking for as well, even as we offer that full sensory experience for them to stay. We want them to stay because they want to stay, not because they have to stay because of processes. Yeah?
Indeed. So, Peter, what are these things to titillate the minds of our younger people?
Well, absolutely. We have our new mobile cashiers, but also our salespeople are mobile. So they have now all been equipped now with flip-top laptops,
Nice.
touchpads essentially.
Yeah.
And they can actually browse. As you browse, they can
Right.
accompany you. Before the sales process, you come to my desk, you sit down, we go through. But now we have made it very easy for you to continue to browse,
Nice.
continue to shop. We can check you out anywhere in store for card purchases, as well as I believe that our CSRs as well are now very mobile. So they can check you out at it, they can serve you at their desk, they can serve you at the dining table over there, they can serve you sitting right here on this set.
I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
That's convenience.
Very convenient.
And that is the one-on-one personal service that we're talking about and the movement up in what they offer at Courts. And that's absolutely beautiful. No one likes to have to go stand in line to pay. You hit second thought, shall I put it back and come back perhaps later? But you're saying, you meet me where I am.
Right.
If I'm browsing, you don't force the sale on me, but you take the time to engage with me. And if I've made my mind up, you seal the deal right here on the spot, right time.
That's it.
Totally convenient. And that's what this new superstore offers. Is this something you're contemplating across, or is this a pilot?
This is a pilot. No, we want to bring whatever works here. We are definitely going to bring to all of our other locations. And that's a very great question, Pearson, because Welches, I think, signifies for us, like I said, a coming of age, for us to look at how we do things and do them differently, to get rid of a lot of the bugbears that we've had, and our customers have been listening to them for several years. And yes, it is a pilot. We intend to roll these enhancements out throughout the Courts network. Definitely.
So all the things you know about Courts are right here in this one superstore. There's Courts Optical. Perhaps I need to visit them a little bit more myself. Upgrade the lens. And there's a special on, by the way, should you come this week and really experience what's happening at Courts Optical in this new location. There's Court Ready Finance, there's Starbucks, there is the loft. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine being in the loft and just viewing the West Coast as you sit outside the window? It's just awesome here in this new location at Courts. That's the beauty of this new design for you, indeed, when you come to Courts. Remember, the people who want to serve you at Courts are with you every step of the way. So as you browse, they can walk with you. That's an overhead view of what you see once you come inside the new location. You get a whole expansive look at all of it. I took the escalators up as well before. And so you go up and down. And the loft is where we're taking this picture from, by the way. This is the loft. And so you get that to see everything. All the space that you naturally need to fill in your home, they have every single product here. And for you younger ones who are watching as well, when you come in the door, the laptops, all of those gaming devices, the big TV screens that you're going to humbug your parents to get, they are all there. And there are options that are affordable because Courts makes it affordable for you to really bring value to your home. This is a long week, but this is a beautiful week. I can't wait to explore so much more. I've waited forever. And I say that for a reason, because over a month now we've been talking with you. And we've been paying full attention. And as our browsers take a browse with us, you see the big screen there with the water flowing? That is such a large screen right there at the door. That's the experience you have, the beauty and the comfort that you get once you come right in. It relaxes you. And at some point on the opposite end of that, you take the stairs up to the loft where you can relax and recline and so on. Radio Shack is here. So all of the brands that we know Courts is well known for, you will find in this superstore. And I mean, it is super, not just in word, but in truly, indeed. And so I'll connect with you a little later on. Dr. Trisha Tannis, the Managing Director of Courts Unicomber, and the big new store is managed by Peter Ellis, who is a sales manager, Director of Sales with Courts Unicomber, and indeed, Thank you for having us this week.
Our absolute pleasure.
You're very welcome. We are going to sell this store out to you and to everyone as well.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning.